the priest accidentally killed the rapist, standing frozen, unsure of what to do. At that moment, a flash of lightning streaked across the sky, and a giant face of a saint appeared in the mountains. The priest turned and saw that the criminal was wearing church attire. It suddenly hit him. This must be God's will, using him to kill this devil dressed in holy clothes. He muttered prayers as he pushed the body over the cliff. It all started with a chance encounter at the church. That day, the priest was singing hymns when a stranger sat down. When the man got up to leave, the priest stopped him to fill out a registration form and took a photo of him. The man's eyes shifted nervously as the photo was taken, but the priest didn't think much of it. However, as the man was about to leave, the priest helped him put on his shoes and noticed the electronic ankle bracelet. He realized that people with this device were usually serious criminals. Still, the priest didn't press the issue and just moved on. Then he got a call from a private investigator who had uncovered photos of his wife's affair with a personal trainer. The priest was overwhelmed with mixed emotions. He had always believed that his devotion to God would protect him, but seeing his wife talking to another man, he couldn't believe the betrayal. He forced himself to stay calm because the church had just recruited a new member. He went to the Peace Church to share the good news with the head pastor. But the head pastor revealed that he had his own problems. His son had been married, but still had an affair with a church member, and now he planned to send him abroad. The pastor asked the priest to take over the new church. Looking at the wall in front of him, the priest seemed to see the face of the saint again. He whispered to himself, "This must be God's will." On his way home, he dropped his wife off at a rehabilitation center for volunteer work, and then confronted her, forcing her to confess her affair. As he demanded the truth, he loudly recited prayers. Tears streaming down her face, she confessed her sins. The rest of the drive was in silence. After dropping his wife off, the priest returned to the church, kneeling to pray. He asked God for guidance, but just then, his wife called him, sobbing hysterically, saying their son had been taken. At first, he thought she had gone to pick up the child, but it turned out she hadn't. The priest panicked. That's when he noticed a photo on the printer next to him, wet and blurred, resembling a devilish figure. He took it as a sign from God. Quickly, he searched for information on the man, discovering he was a convicted sex offender recently released on parole. The priest concluded that this man must have kidnapped his child.